Hi there, my name is Sheila Beckin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell so you are notified when new videos drop. And this video is entitled Blake Northcott is Awesome. This video is called Blake Northcott is Awesome because Blake Northcott is awesome. It's kind of, is what it says on the tin. Now, I've never met Blake ever before. I've never had any interaction with her in any way. I've never spoken to her, never connected with her on social media. I think we follow each other on social media, but I think that's as far as it goes. And I've never read her comics. She's a comic book writer, and I've never read her comics, but I am going to make it my business to change her because Blake Northcott is freaking awesome. Okay, so let's go. There's been a lot going on with comic books recently. But before I get into it, if you like this content, or really if you're kind of ambivalent about it, I will go even further. If you hate this content, you want to subscribe to this channel, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much. That is the lifeblood that I live on, which is really kind of sad and pathetic, yet true, which I guess makes it sad and pathetic. I want to show you my appreciation. We give away stuff each week on this channel. The stuff I'm giving away this week is Doctor Who. One story from 83, Peter Davison, special edition, really good story. It's called The Visitation. Go and look at the video notes. You win it by subscribing to the channel, subscribing being the important part, and then commenting with the hashtag #FireFire. Fire. Look at the video notes. It will tell you everything what to do. Also, there's a download for a Doctor Who audio venture. That's for everyone. Because I kind of felt bad. You only have one winner. A lot of people enter, but you only have to get one winner. So I put in the Doctor Who story download. It's by a fan group from the mid-80s. Which are really good. So again, go and check out the video notes. You get all the information you need on all that stuff. Fine. So the comic book industry has been in a bit of a free fall insanity for the last 5 years, I would say, which is kind of a bummer for me because I'm a web designer, graphic designer, but I hate doing web design and graphic design, and I love drawing and writing comics. I just really, really love it. So I decided about 5 years ago that, I can't do any more websites. I can't do this anymore. It's insane. So I decided to try and break into comics. And that was the exact same millisecond that the comics industry got in, what's the right word? Infested or infected by a viral contagion of social justice warriors, of the Twitterati. So, we're seeing this in all fandoms. We see, they are a virus. I think they are they act like a virus. They find a host body. They normally try and look for the healthiest host body possible. The host body which has a lot of social reach and cultural significance. And then they infest it. And then they mutate it. They mutate it to be unrecognizable to what it is, and eject, the audience, the people who used to occupy it, and they do this in the name of morality and justice somehow. So that's kind of a bummer for me. Because I'm a little bit white and male, and I'm not insanely left wing. I'm not like screw. I don't wake up every morning and go Trump, Twitter, Trump. I don't do that. So I really wasn't a fit for the mainstream comic book industry, right? Which again bumps me out because I love writing, drawing comics. So so then there was if you don't, listen, I'm sure you know about Comicsgate. Comicsgate was the reaction to that because anybody basically saying was ejected from the comic book industry, whether you were a professional or a consumer. You were just ejected from the mainstream comic industry, and that's what Comicsgate, as far as I can tell, exists for. It exists to just make good comics that don't preach the creator's personal ethos or politics to you, just wants to entertain you and be fun. And most importantly, treat your customers with respect. Treating your customers with respect, which is something that's kind of lost on the Twitterati. So, this led to insanely unprofessional behavior. That just infested the entire comic book industry, and it's bizarre how this was allowed to happen because they literally chased away the audience. A great example. This was from March 8th. This is yesterday. Literally, it's still going today. Let me see how to turn this on. Okay, so this is from yesterday. This is a story on Bounding in the Comics Fly about Dan Slott. There's Dan Slott. Dan Slott thinks about Donald Trump a lot. He wakes up and thinks about him all the freaking time, and he can't stop talking about it as loudly as humanly possible. I think it's a bit crazy. So his tweet yesterday said, this administration is not on top of this emergency. No, of course not. Listen, if you're screaming that that an administration it does everything, like literally everything it does. You say it's wrong and evil, yet the country seems to be prospering massively. Your pronunciations are crazy. That's really how it boils down. So this administration is not on top of the emergency. They're ignoring the facts of their own experts. Oh, heavens to Betsy. People are dying, they always say. They always go, well, people are dying. And he's golfing at his resort again. Yeah, Obama never went and golfed, obviously. And profiting off it. Oh, how can he make a profit? Yeah, making a profit is a good thing. This is the thing you need to get in your head, idiots. Making a profit is a good thing. That means you please lots of people to the extent that they want to give you money. That's how they show you've done a good job. Profiting is a good thing. And he's not going to. So here's the point of it. Again, this is a top level professional in what used to be a very important industry. I'm not saying F you for voting for him. Yeah, he's saying, I'm going to let this slide. You voted for him, you might have made a mistake. Anybody can make a mistake. And I'm not saying F you. So that sounds okay so far. But then he comes up and said, oh, no. But I am saying F you if you vote for him again. So, he's the writer on Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four is, hardly hardly a niche, hard left-wing niche product. Fantastic Four should be for everyone. And I think he's just effectively told 50% of his audience to screw off. That's probably not the best thing you want to do for sales. So anyway, so Comicsgate exists. And actually, that's actually why I started this channel. Because I said I write and draw comics. And so when I get my channel up to like 1,000 subscribers, I'm hoping I can get them onto Ethan Van Sciver's stream, the whole Comicsgate group in general. Hope I can get in there so I can launch a Indiegogo campaign for one of my comics. I'm actually drawing a comic specifically aimed at the disgruntled Doctor Who fans, fandom menace people. Which it's not derivative of that, but I think it scratches all the itches. Let me show you some of the artwork because I always show the art of the artwork because I'm actually very, very proud of it. So as it goes over here, can I make this any bigger? There you go. See, I don't mind hiding my face for my own work. I'll scoot over there. So it's called Crown of the Empire. It's kind of like imagine Downton Abbey or Brideshead Revisited. Very English, very 19th century English. Red coats set on Mars. So you get red coats, you get the English stuff, and you get sexy ladies and aliens and monsters. It's kind of got the same vibe as a really cool movie from the 1960s that never got made. Have you ever seen a movie called Zulu? That's Michael Caine's first movie. I'll show you some more pages. It's kind of like that with a native uprising on Mars. So I just love all this like Victoriana stuff with science fiction, with spaceships and lasers as well. And the story is essentially about this upper class guy who gets a posting to Mars and screws up royally. I mean, listen, I'm not really spoiling it. It's by the fourth page, you can see him like this is him just arriving, and then it goes like 3 months later, and he's like snorting alien weed with a bunch of alien hookers. That's never a good sign for your moral solidity, shall we say? So we got like cool stuff like airships on Mars. And again, it's mostly in black and white now. But and also the young lady here at the bottom wearing the hat, she spends most of the second half of the book in her Victorian underwear, looking incredibly hot. Because you know what, that's one of the things that these hosts for Just the Worst hate. They hate anything being sexy, which like we are sexual beings. It's not really I'm not into being rapey, but being sexy, like why not? Anyway, so there's an alien uprising on Mars. And I really like this page. And when I do the special effects, the sound effects, because I letter it myself. My dream is to be successful enough I can hire a letterer, but then I'm going to be too anal and make him do it and really be on top of him. But when I do the lettering, I actually make the sounds when I go pew 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 like that. And this panel really came out nicely. There we go. How do I zoom up there? Yeah, I love it. Bit of native slaughter. Then they fight back. A couple of arrows in the eyes there. Nearly, who could ask for anything more? Anyway, so Carson Dave, that's why I'm really into Comicsgate. I'm really into, because I like comics. I really make comics. So Blake Northcott is awesome. Let's go back to that. So what's going on with Blake Northcott? Okay, well, it actually goes back another step. Sean Gordon Murphy. Sean Gordon Murphy is one of the few professionals in the industry right now who understands how to interact with the audience. And he treats them with respect, and it's fun. So he was doing a cover for a Comicsgate book by Doug TenNapel. Don't know anything about Doug TenNapel. I know he's in a massive feud with Ethan Van Sciver, or Ethan Van Sciver's in a feud with him. Do not know the issues involved in that. But okay. But Sean Gordon Murphy had decided to do a cover for him, and then he got browbeaten out of it. So let's go and look at this this insane Twitter thread. There we go. So yeah, and so then this is the cover he's doing for the Catwoman book. He's doing with Blake Northcott. So where'd he go? Oh, I got to hit load more. No, I don't. Yeah, there it is, up here. No, that's down Slott. There you go. Right, fine. So that's the cover he's doing for Catwoman with Blake Northcott. So he withdrew his cover from Doug TenNapel's book. So that's always a mistake. Never, ever, ever, ever apologize to social justice warriors, because they're not human beings. They're not normal human beings that will go, oh, yeah, when you say, you've really hurt me, and you go, oh, I'm sorry, people go, oh, thank you. No, social justice warriors, the Twitterati, they take it as an admission of guilt, and that's why you must be burnt at a stake right now because you've admitted to your guilt. So, and that's exactly what happened. They're never happy with one admission. They want to go more and more and more and more. Fine. So this is what happened. She's doing so then this other writer who I've never heard of, Stephanie Cook, was very upset with Sean Gordon Murphy not for removing his work from Doug TenNapel's book. No. But for continuing to work with other people as well, because that's beyond the pale. And what follows is an insane Twitter tirade, which is why I'm here. So it starts off like this. And what about your work with Comicsgater Blake Northcott? And I love the way she puts asterisks instead of the some of the vowels, so Blake Northcott can't search, which is just such a cowardly thing to do. Like, I will not say anything privately in writing or that I wouldn't say to somebody's face. You know, I wouldn't say anything that I wouldn't say publicly. And it's a really good way to live, by the way. I would really recommend it. So that's just bullcrap, isn't it? Putting those asterisks in. And what about your work with Comicsgater Blake Northcott? Are you pulling your work from any of her projects too, or as well? It seems to me that I can't believe this woman made all these tweets about this thing. I was like, darling, you got to get off Twitter. It's not good for you. It's not fun. It's not funny. Seems to me that if now is the time when you're going to start to show morals over who you choose to work with, you might want to take a look at everyone. Revoking your art from one crappy person's project doesn't mean squat if you continue working with other crappy people that people are less vocal about. So again, Stephanie, why are you the arbiter of who is good and who is bad? Like, why do you think you are the arbiter of that? But okay, she continues. She's included in Comicsgater Roundups where she benefits from their promotion within their community. You mean she likes to sell her comics? She wants her comic books to be financially viable and make a living from the thing that she loves. Yes, she likes that. And that's a good thing. That's a very good thing. And does interviews on known Comicsgater website. Yes. Comicsgate is about connecting with the audience and treating them with respect, having apolitical comics, just telling a good time. But it goes on. Here's a snippet of her interview with Bounding Into Comics. More of the actresses, because this woman's insane. Where she tells readers what she's doing is exactly what Comicsgaters are asking for. It's a throwback to comics of the 90s. It's sexy and fun and dangerous in a way that most modern comics are afraid to be. Oh no! She's producing things for an audience that's willing to pay for them. That sounds terrible. She has said absolutely nothing. Which said you've got to she cannot work again, and she's got to start living in a cardboard box in the street. But no, according to the social justice warriors, according to the Twitterati, According to Stephanie Cook, yes. And I'm really glad to make this video just to roast her stupidity. Here's her knocking the new Bond stuff, which I hear is absolutely awful. Actually, I should really start reviewing that because I love James Bond. But actually, you know what? I might well do it. But that means I've got to pay $4 a freaking issue to read, utter pap. I think I don't want to prejudge, but it looks pretty bad. Here's her knocking the new Bond stuff and what her solution is to anyone who may give her guff about a run that features a return to sexier Bond girls. No idea what she's talking about. No, but is she against sexy Bond girls? Because it's kind of part of the DNA of James Bond, isn't it? I don't know what to tell you. Let's not forget she petitioned Marvel to hire her. She asked for it. She went searching for a job like a sane person did, instead of Chuck Wendig, who was fired because he was freaking insane. Listen, I don't know how crazy Chuck Wendig is, but if Dan Slott still has a job and he's telling half his audience to piss off or to F off, and so what did Chuck Wendig do? Did he go and start stabbing people with red hair? I have no idea. In the immediate wake of him being fired from a book because she won't talk about her politics. Yes! Don't be divisive! Listen, if you don't share my politics, hit the subscribe button. If you do share my politics, hit the subscribe button. If you kind of share my politics, hit the subscribe button. If you don't know what my politics are, hit the subscribe button. Yes! She wants to sell her comics to everybody. That's what commercial art is. It goes on. Or her collab last year with Mitch Breitweiser, who clearly has failed the purity test of Stephanie Cook. Oh, and here's the bio of her collaborators, who straight up tells us that he's a fervent CGer and lists Blake in it. Fine. So again. And the problem with that is, well, Comicsgate are Nazis. If you can demonstrate that, I'll stand with you. But you can't demonstrate that with you, so you're part of a mob. And let me tell you, if you're ever part of a mob, that's probably a bad thing. Don't be part of mobs. Being part of a mob is a bad thing. Then she finished off, figure it out. Think it over. Figure it out. I'm done providing proof of her alignment. Yes, she has guilt by her associations with people who like to sell comics to as many people as possible. What a terrible person. She is with the Comicsgaters, plain and simple. And you are desperate to be with the Comicsgaters because they sell comics. That's why I want to get on the Comicsgate train, because I want to sell comics, because I love comics. I love comics. I love writing, drawing comics. That's why I want to get the Comicsgate train. What about this is weird in any way, shape, or form? Even if she doesn't outright say it. She outright says it. I think she outright says it, but yeah. So then we get to Blake's response, and it's brilliant. It's just absolutely brilliant. Hats off to her. So, oh dear, Stephanie Cook at Hello Cookie, you've got me with all your evidence that I like sexy women, the 90s. I like interacting positively with fans. I'm not a political person. So this means what? You're launching a targeted hate campaign against me, a total stranger. Seems to be a pretty strong return. Basically, she's just like, knock this woman away. So then it goes on. She continues. The comic book is this? Yeah, this is it. The comic business is like any other. Most people are very cool 99.9% of the time, but a tiny percentage of sad, mentally ill, or jealous. Jealous. She's calling it. She's 100% right. Of jealous people will spread lies to derail anyone who experiences any measure of success. The solution? Be positive. Ignore hate. Move on to your best. Oh, Blake, you're wonderful. You are wonderful. Yeah, this is just one of the best responses I can possibly imagine. Just a final thought for the day. I'm 100% anti-harassment. Yeah. What? Blake, I think you're 100% anti-harassment because you're sane. And always have been. Someone just launched a targeted hate campaign against me, but I don't want to stoop to their level and retaliate. Please don't insult them. Don't slander them. Just ignore them. I'm sorry, Blake. Blake, I didn't do that. I'm sorry, because your response was just so freaking classy. I'm so impressed. Then, oh my God, how many? Okay, fine. There's 4 more tweets we have to go through from Stephanie Cook. Lamau, laugh my ass off. I'll throw her response to me here at the end of this thread that feels pretty poetic given the facts I presented that she likes to sell comics. PSA, you can't argue your anti-harassment and align yourself with Comicsgate. Why not? I have no... Again, citation, please give me some evidence. Those things contradict each other. I think Comicsgate don't harass people because that's how they sell their comics. Imagine trying to play victim when you're telling your 40,000 plus followers that you are anti-harassment and you're telling them that the person showing literal proof of your alignments is mentally ill. Yes, that you don't see that you're being mentally ill is a good sign that you're mentally ill. You're saying it back again and you're being... Oh my God. Okay, also... mental illness and the stigma surrounding it is awful. I do actually suffer from depression and anxiety. Well, try and be a little less of a shitty person. That would be my recommendation. You want to have less depression and anxiety, try not to be shitty. You know, and I'm an amateur. You know, I'm not a professional psychiatrist, but yeah, try to be a little less shitty, and you might feel better in life. And try actually do some good as well. Not just virtue signal. But I'm not going to let people weaponize that hate, weaponize that against me because there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with being crazy. There's a lot wrong with you. So there you go. Blake Northcott is freaking marvelous. I'm looking forward to reviewing her work. I think we should all just go out and find a Blake Northcott book. I'll go to what is it? Comixology. I'll go wherever I can find to get one, and I'm looking forward to reviewing it. I think you should all support her too. Thank you so much, Blake. You're wonderful. My name is Sheila Becken, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.